All right, let's get into a live game. Okay, so the Fire Badger looks pretty good. I think we just go with that. The Fire Badger is actually one of the strongest units because it allows us to get fire down for a pretty cheap cost. It's like a cheaper version of the Vulcan War Crime. And we also get to set the oil on fire at least once, and we could sell out of it right away. So I love the Fire Badger right now, especially with the range increase. I think it's could be super good. Here, I think we still go with the crawlers, even though the fangs might be better. Usually, crawler is a pretty safe choice. It's not going to be too punishing if you get it wrong. The fang, it could be better in this situation because it doesn't run in as quickly to the tarantulas, but in case you know, we position the fang wrong, then we pretty much you know, we could pretty much lose the game because basically it could be completely useless. The other thing about the crawler is that the phantom rays, they tend to fly in with the crawler, so the marksman will take a few shots at the crawler before they focus on the phantom rays. All right, so not the worst result. We only lose by a little bit here. Quick supply, and he's quick supply as well. I'm not sure if he used his money there. So we'll just skip. Start going into the phantom rays, even though we're looking at 3 marksmen. This is usually not a good sign, but we're gonna just play this as if we're a robot. Triple Sabertooth, eh? Okay, Mass-Produced Sabertooth. So this is the new card. This is gonna be super strong if he goes Missile Interceptor, I think. But the thing is, we have... What? Okay, so he goes Missile Interceptor right away. That's crazy. Do we just go here and click Surrender? Because we are completely countered here. Let's see how much this... see how much it does to the Phantom Rays here. Okay, at least we have a little bit of distraction missiles, so it does a little bit. But 2 out of the 3... Sabertooths are still around. Yeah, this is not the... At first I thought, wow, well, Sabertooth is great, but... Mass-produced and with the Missile Interceptor, oof. We're getting close to losing this game all of a sudden. So, do we go for the Missile Strike, I think? Yeah, I think we have to go for the Missile Strike. Hope he doesn't shield his marksman there. Probably put a shield down like this, but I think we have no choice here. We have to go for it. So does he even have chaff? Holy crap, this guy doesn't even have chaff here. This is crazy. So the Fire Badger doesn't do much for us. All right, so we're gonna need to go burst. Probably start selling out of the storm crawlers potentially, but not sure if that's going to do us any good. Just go burst first, see what happens. We do get 2 of his marksmen, that is good. He actually doesn't build any chaff, that's crazy. We have more chaff than he does. I mean, in a way that's good, because I think the burst mode, it is enough to overpower the Sabertooths here, and it looks like a pretty convincing victory. Phoenix is going to be great for him. I think Mustangs could also be good for him. I wonder if we go Wasp in case he goes Phoenix or Wasp himself. I guess we could go Forts if he goes for this. But the Mustangs, they're not going to do anything, are they? They're only if he goes for Wasp, potentially for Phoenix, but you need to get two technologies, the range and the aerial spec. So I'm not quite sure here. Most likely good to go Phoenix, right? So I guess Phoenix isn't bad for us. Like, they will help with some of those larger units that we're constantly going into. I wonder if... I don't think we start selling out right away. So this did nothing. Maybe we should start selling out right away. Maybe we should also get the oil. We need the energy shield, but we can't afford it right now. I think we just go for the oil here. Maybe have it go like this, so we could burn some of the... So we float 150. That's unfortunate. Now he goes for the Fang technology. So the fire will come in handy now. As he goes range Mustangs, which is not good for us. But the good thing is that the fire is going to be super effective now. So our next course of action is to get more fire, probably napalm, probably range. So we floated 150 there, so we could make a bigger play this round now. Haste, underground threat. Wonder if it does enough here. Haste seems to be good to have here. We'll just get it because it's cheap. And now we'll go... I think we'll have to go quad techs, but the problem is this line of tanks here is gonna... It's gonna be a problem because the fire isn't necessarily going to hit the back line. At least start with the range. Get another one, at least. I wouldn't mind the haste module here. Just don't want it to run up and die so quickly. I think we're gonna have to commit to this napalm play here. I think borrow and get another one. Let's go for the range as well. Kind of have to go all in here. It's unfortunate that he doesn't have that many crawlers, because it's going to be challenging to get to his back line of his where his juice units are. But it's kind of the fire is kind of working. It is eventually getting onto the target here, but we don't have that many phantom rays left. I guess we go for the shield first instead of the cloak. Luckily, we did get the Phoenix, and the Phoenix is doing a lot here. So the Wasp is going to be good for him, bad for us. The Hounds, you know, with the missile, the main reason we get the Hounds is for the Yeah, I don't think it's going to be good as for the fire tech. I think we get something and sell it, maybe. So let's upgrade these guys. This needs to get upgraded. We will get the defense upgrade here, so the missile doesn't hit the juicy target. I think we probably even want to... So... He might shield here, so I wonder if we do this instead. This would be good also. It's a little bit less juicy, but I think we just go for this one. So let's go for our shield technology. More phantom rays. And let's go with that. I think we do want to get a level on the towers just in case. Oh, what's this for? What the hell is this for? That's crazy. So he did shield, so we chose correctly. Now he's got the wasps. His wasps do have the AA technology, which is super scary. And what is this? He went fire on his storm crawlers. That's a bad play, I think. We don't really have that much chaff. We only have 2 crawlers. That's a huge investment just to kill 2 crawlers. I think this is why this board is just falling apart now. You definitely don't get fire on the storm crawlers. I'm not sure what he was thinking there. You definitely go for AA spec on the wasps instead. Guess the laser sight could be good on one of these phoenixes. So I don't know. I've seen other people do it. I don't know how to play the phoenix that well, but probably makes sense. We'll upgrade everything here. Probably sell out of the arc lights now even. And I think he should position the Stormcrawler here so it snipes the tower. There's nothing in front of the tower. That almost forced me to like make some like put something in front of the tower and waste my deployments. Speaking of that, I wonder if we put the distraction crawlers here. Probably, right? Okay. Borrow, range, and I guess we go for another Phantom Ray, I guess. Now he's got aerial spec, so this is getting a little bit concerning. But it won't matter because the fire is still going to counter them. That's something definitely concerning for us. And this is not good. This is not good either. The fire needs to be behind. I wonder if the distraction there was a mistake putting the, because it kind of allows the Mustangs to come in later, and having them come in later is not necessarily a good thing every single time. So we slightly lose this round, and I think it's because of that distraction there. I don't think it's a good move anymore. This is good for us, though. I wonder if we just put it like here. This is kind of greedy. I mean, you'd imagine he might shield this, but we will see if that works. Maybe we don't even need it like there. Oh, I guess we need it like this. This fire can kind of go like this. It's kind of useless there. Better like this, right? So we're taking a gamble on that. I'm not sure. We might reposition that at the last second again. Upgrade everything. Probably get another Fire Badger, put him in the middle. Borrow, and might just go for the oil here, I think. Because we just need more and more fire. It's just not enough. Let's go for the speed. See how this goes. Sprinkler tech comes down. Fire partially lands here, but I don't think it's going to kill many of the Mustangs here, so that's pretty bad. Should have just put it in the front. We would still would have been able to get all these Mustangs. The oil bomb doesn't seem to be too good because of the hounds here. Hopefully, they could spread it just a little bit more. But I think we've just kind of thrown the game here. Fancy play syndrome, being too greedy. Is it time for the War Factory? Probably. I think we don't have a choice here. We're not even going to look. Just going to go straight War Factory. I think we go for another one. Let's borrow. Definitely need armor. So we need armor and photon, so that's 500. Perfect for this. We sell out of this. We'll probably just try to get this guy here. It's kind of a threat. Alright, and maybe put this guy here. Alright, that was a good missile. Scorpion is a little scary. But still, oof, half-life on this level 1. Level 2 is still doing good. Is tanking all the shots, but man, we got to get in there quick before this this War Factory dies. It looks like it's surviving for now. Photon coating is off, but it looks like we have enough life here to take the tower, and that should be game. But is that enough to win the game, actually? Oh no. Oh no, this is so bad. This is not good at all here. So what do we do now? No more spells left. I guess we go for this. Probably just need more War Factories and maybe go for some kind of like range or something. Just get the War Factories to do more. I think it's launcher overload here. And what do we sell out of? This guy did almost nothing, so she's the most expensive. I guess it did more than the maybe we just sell out of this guy. Throw down another War Factory. A couple missiles, I think. Unless this might intercept it though. Let's try for the missile anyways. Do we upgrade this? Can't. Do we put something here? Maybe try to missile this. Maybe try to missile this. Alright. Melter's coming down, as expected, but we've got overload. We've got 3 War Factories. 2 of them already locked on. Okay. Still have 1 War Factory left. How are the Mustangs doing here? The Hounds are doing so much. But looks like we're able to... Looks like we're almost able to clean this up here. Just going 3 War Factories there. And for sure we win this, I think. That was just crazy. The the last War Factory round was pretty insane there. So the idea was the launcher overload just to clear all this up. He doesn't have that much chaff, so we kind of used that to our advantage, and we kind of got in here pretty quickly. Putting a War Factory here, I'm not sure if it would have worked. The double shot marksmen do kind of take care of the War Factories pretty quickly. We would have only been able to afford the level 1. So with 242k hit points, I mean, it'll take maybe all these guys like 3-4 volleys to take care of it, plus the Scorpion. So I think it made sense to put the other War Factory here. He positioned his melting points pretty good, although you would argue that sometimes you put one here and one here, just in case we sell one and put the other one here. So he positioned his melting points as good as you could have positioned it. They pretty much got an instant lock on. It was just that he didn't have that much chaff, so his front line disintegrated pretty quickly. This was kind of occupying some of his units here. The hounds were amazing, so he only got 3 hounds. It felt like that was like 6 hounds, 7 hounds, 8 hounds. I guess because of the fire extinguisher buff, it just clears fire insanely good now. So that one firehound was absolutely amazing, and this one as well. I still think we probably could have won that round, maybe if we didn't go for the crawler. All right, guys, so let's go back to that round where we put the crawlers. So this is round 8. Round 7, as you can see, we don't have the crawlers here. And I was mentioning that I think we made a pretty big mistake putting the crawlers there, thinking that we would distract the Mustangs and everything, but I think it worked out to his advantage there. And we ended up losing that round. And he had around, I think, 1,200 hit points left. So we'll do everything we did before. We just won't put the crawlers in there. So we'll upgrade everything. Go for another pack of Phantom Rays. Probably sell out of this. We'll borrow. Get another Phantom Ray. We have enough just for the range and speed. And we're looking to close this game out instead of dragging it into the into that extended War Factory play where, you know, it was quite lucky that we won. I mean, it was just 1 out of the 3 War Factories surviving. It was very, very close at the end there. So now, without the distraction, all the Mustangs just come forward, and they're exposed to the fire a little bit quicker here. If you remember, on the round where we played it with the crawlers, the Mustangs clumped up here, and they kind of like were just here and here, and then like the fire was kind of in the middle, and they were able to just kind of pincer us from the sides. So we end up winning this round, and not only do we end up winning this round, we win the round with enough damage to win the game right then and there. So I think the lesson here is, yeah, it's good a lot of the time to put some Mustangs here, but if your goal is to have the crawler flank here, if your goal is to have the Mustangs go into the fire, then you don't want to delay them with the crawler flank. It actually saves them. So we lost a significant, maybe a few hundred hit points there by putting the crawler flank there, with everything else being equal. In this case, we win by 1,300. So it's a night and day difference. And it's just, it's not a general rule of thumb. Sometimes we can go from losing 1,300 to like winning 1,300 just by putting a crawler in the back. But it's highly situational, and you have to know when to actually do it. I kind of defaulted into thinking, well, it's kind of always better to do it if you have the deployments available, because I guess nine times out of 10 it's good. And maybe that's true, but in this case it was horrible. And the reason why it was horrible is, again, we don't want to delay his back units. We want them to go forward. So yeah, for me, it's a lesson learned, and we almost threw that game there. I mean, that was we had this game in our hand. I mean, the guy was making mistake after mistake with the Stormcrawler, and with the failed Sabertooth missile defense, and we nearly just threw the game there. But thankfully, the War Factory saved us there. But really, you know, if we have to do that kind of play with the War Factories, I mean, that's really not what that's not really what we signed up for, because at that point it's, you know, it's so close to losing that it's very, very uncomfortable. Anyways, hopefully that was fun and you enjoyed the analysis. We'll see you in the next one.